1, 2, 1, 2. Check it out.
It's the guys next door.
Check it out, y'all.
Only you to enjoy.
Yo, get live. Nobody fly it and fly ride. Couple guys from the city and you know Mac Wiles we own. Life of the party, my boy home. That smells Jones.
It's the guys next door.
Check it out, y'all.
Only you to enjoy.
Reggie, relax. Sit back a little bit. Relax. Act like you've been here before.
I sat on that side last time.
Mouse, the people.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Monday. If you are hearing us, then guess what?
Hi.
That means you're lucky.
Yeah.
You could be listening to somebody else talk about nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can hear people just yelling into the microphone, talking about topics they have no idea about.
Yo.
But instead, you made a good choice to come here and possibly learn something. At the least, you'll be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
And this week is sponsored by Martell. Good people at Martell. You know, we love collaborating with Martell. Martell, you take it because I don't want to have to lie.
Martell is a beautiful blended cognac made in the Swiss Alps. I'm playing. Martell. Martell has been gracious enough to sponsor a few episodes, and as we talk about the
2 years in a row.
things,
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
Big money.
We ran it up
Honestly,
that fast,
just to kind of give us an opportunity to amplify not only sectors of entertainment that we love, but people in entertainment that we love. So, Mouse, I would like you to introduce our brother. Well, he's closer to you, but he's our
Ryan?
cousin now. No.
This guy.
That guy. Yeah.
What up? I'm waiting for. I forgot how this goes.
Introduction.
You want an introduction?
He slapped me.
No, I was waiting.
A returning. We don't have many returning guests.
We don't.
Not
Y'all
as-
must have been
a lot-
desperate.
A lot want to return, but we
Yeah, a lot want to return.
A lot of
but,
people do want to return,
But what we thought would fit better and best in this instance, and people we enjoy talking to, fame, big fame, a lot of money.
Mac?
Yeah, Mac.
Wow.
But
Wow.
then
Jesus
there's me, right?
it actually really goes in order.
Why?
No, Ryan.
no.
Ryan, you might be more recognizable than Reggie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that, bro.
No,
On the street.
I wasn't talking about recognizable. I'm just some bank counts.
Nah, you probably
No,
more
he got.
money.
No, I think there's some readjustment.
No,
I'm
no.
doing it right in
I'm
life.
where I'm supposed to be.
No, I'm doing it right in life. I think Reggie got. Reggie. Yeah, I don't
Bro,
have
I'm
HBO.
depressed, bro.
You're a comedian, of course you are.
Okay.
It comes with the
good
territory.
Point, good point.
Yeah,
But
I think y'all like buy it.
we buy it?
Yeah, depression.
Buy depression?
Yeah, like I think they're
You
like
can
on
get it at
payment.
a corner store or something?
I don't know. I think there's like probably a hotline.
Like, do they sell it at bodegas? Like, is that what
Maybe
you're telling me?
maybe he has to take. I don't know, but I feel like every good comedian always run. They're either like depressed or they have like some like remedial math disease. Like what Chris Rock said.
Medial math disease?
Yeah, like something. I don't know.
Is
It
that
makes
a
him really
thing?
funny.
Comics depressed?
All y'all say.
Like, they just can't count? What are we talking about?
Yeah, like Chris Rock said he can't. Yeah, he can't read. He had to read lips.
I had a good time yesterday at brunch. I wasn't depressed then.
True.
Yeah, so we're not always.
Were you really?
I was happy to see everybody. I was happy to see
Right.
the
It was
Philly
a
guys.
relief from the depression.
Hey man, I'm happy to be here,
Listen,
man.
we got. Listen, a true brother to the room. Max, first time getting to sit with him and chop it
Nice
up.
meeting you, man. I was sad you wasn't here the first
I
time.
know, man. I got a chance to listen to that
Now
episode.
that
and I was
is
very
now
upset.
that was below the belt.
That's why you.
No, because you know
That
I was
was
like,
below the
oh,
belt.
shit.
I thought we was.
That was below
No,
the belt.
I was happy to sit with y'all too, but I was like, because that when I first came here,
Yeah.
that was my first acting experience. So I was like, oh, Matt gonna be there. I was gonna fan like, oh, how you do this or when did you start this? But he wasn't here, so
Well, you get to do it now.
We can talk about it now.
yeah, we can talk about
I mean,
it.
like,
he
he's
got more
been,
money
he's been
now.
on a few sets now. It's different.
He might not need that help no more.
No,
been on a few
no,
What you got? You, right now, you got Abbott Elementary.
I'm still learning, bro.
But we're talking about what you got. You got Abbott Elementary,
Bang.
I've been on
season
it.
2.
I've been on it.
Bang.
You're some
He
people's
was
favorite.
on season 1 and season 2
Yeah.
of Mike.
of that damn Michael
That
Che
damn
show.
Michael
So
Che.
guess what?
Bang.
Not just on it, writer. Bang.
Bang bang.
What's her name? Got the show too. You was
That's
on
a
that.
double shot.
What's that?
What's
Insecure. Let's never forget Insecure.
But what's her name? She got the show too.
Oh, Sam J.
Yeah, you was on that.
Oh,
Sam
Sam
J.
J.
And
the homie.
and you, I felt like you was on like 4 or 5 episodes of that.
I see you.
Oh man, yeah. You know, I'm
watch
working
those
like
shows.
Mac.
Why you keep? We're all here, bro. We all work.
I know, but
Stop
I'm
doing
trying
that.
to. I'm trying to throw it off me.
Well, next time say I'm working like y'all, because you keep saying working like
Well,
Mac,
we're
and it make
talking
me
about. I
feel
thought we
away.
were talking about actors. I'm sorry.
acting, yes.
I'm sorry, sis. Come on, baby. I'm trying to get used to the podcast.
You know what I don't like? I don't like can't make fat jokes no more. I don't like can't make it no more.
My son been working
Because
out. I be seeing you.
The minute
I
you
do.
do
I
it,
do be
seen
working
you.
out.
the minute
But
you do
wait,
a fat joke, it's like low hanging fruit, and I'm like, that's the best kind of fruit.
It is the best kind of fruit. Who says you can't make fat jokes?
Society.
That's bullshit. I make fat jokes all the time.
About yourself.
About women, men. I don't stop. There's no end. If you fat, you fat. You can be joked on. That's bullshit. Don't live by that, Miles. Don't let them change.
Man, this is gonna be a great episode.
I think it's hilarious. But you know what? Let's start there.
What?
I told them I told you. You were the first person that actually talked about it, about wanting, being inspired to get back on stage in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the new rules? What are the new rules? Like, with society being so on edge, what are the new rules for comedians in regard to what you're allowed to joke about?
Or are there any rules? Like, do you guys abide by any rules?
I don't, like you just said, you can't make fat jokes. I did not know that. Because, I mean, my goal
You're gonna
is...
be called fat phobic,
Huh?
body shamer, fat phobic.
No, that's just you, Mouse. Because that's
Oh,
just
now
you.
everybody's a comedian today. Okay.
Nah.
Okay, I'm warning everyone. I will pull them out. I don't want to do it. Just warning everybody. Let me be.
I do a lot of self-deprecation stuff, so I do talk about myself being overweight, but there's no cutoff. Like, the goal is to just be funny. Like, be funny no matter...
If you get some laughs.
And you don't really know what the line is until you go there.
Do you not know what the line is until you go there in the form of it not being funny, or until you go?
Well, the crowd will tell you if something ain't funny immediately. But it don't mean you stop. It's like, oh, let me try to rework this. Let me try to figure this out and bring it back and try it again. And if it keeps failing, then all right, you ain't got nothing. But
how much time do you devote to working a joke, like workshopping a joke, where you're like, okay, this didn't work. This wasn't funny. I've tried it this. How many times or how many sets? Like, how do you?
It depends. Sometimes some jokes might not work for certain crowds, and then you go somewhere else and try, and then
that joint will smack.
It'll work. Yeah, and sometimes I can get really dark on with trying to make jokes.
You're a dark guy.
And some crowds laugh, and some crowds are like, "Oh, come on, why'd you say that?"
What's one of your darker moments?
I don't even want to say.
No, you have to. There's a reason I asked that question.
Oh, because you know what I said yesterday? Okay, so I had a Kobe joke, and, that's how I kind of deal with sadness. Because, of course, I'm sad when I heard it. So I came up with a joke. I didn't sit down and write this joke. I just came up with a joke. I freestyled a joke.
That was his rebuttal round.
And the night I did it, it got but that's funny. And I did it in my hometown of Philadelphia, and it did well. So then I kept doing it, and you're doing it in other crowds, and they're like, nah, that's not, But granted,
It didn't stop you.
Granted, I've never done it in LA, and I probably would never do
Yeah,
it.
don't do.
Dude, the fact that you could get that joke off in Philly, where boy is from.
Well,
But
I'm from
can't get off
Philly,
that.
You know, it's home.
It's
so
home.
it's a home-based joke.
Yeah.
And Kobe happened to be from Philly, so sometimes I'll joke about stuff to deal with sadness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of that shit comes. And some stuff is really good. Like, I like being kind of sad, and I come up with something funny that makes me laugh.
That's what takes everybody out of. That's what comedy's for.
Yeah.
To take you to a place that I don't have to deal with the real things that are going on. Let me laugh about. They might be real things that I'm laughing about,
True.
but
Yeah.
I'm laughing.
But
I'm getting this out.
I'd rather laugh about it instead of crying in front
Absolutely.
Yeah.
of y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of been like my defense mechanism. But sometimes it's bad though, because it'll be a defense mechanism too. Like, I remember in school, I was an awful student because if I didn't know how to do something, I would crack jokes. I would be a distraction. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like that now. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm dealing with something,
That's funny because that's what I was gonna ask you. What is like? Where do you think this the passion for comedy started for you?
Probably not having no life skills. Didn't go to school. Fucking wasted.
I don't know a trade.
No type of skill. No school. So
Just
you
fat and useless.
just wasting time in Philly. Just not.
Why you didn't want to add in big and useless? You didn't want to add that in there?
I said
No, you didn't say-
useless.
No, you didn't say big.
I said skillless.
You didn't say big.
Okay, I let you say it.
No,
But you know
no.
what? It did come off me because I ignored that.
You see? Do you see what I'm talking about?
Wow, that
There's
was
no
fun.
winning.
Wow, no. Wow.
I guess when you small, you
Shut up,
can't-
Ryan. Don't call me small.
You're small.
Don't call me. See, this is where. All right. See,
Your name is Mouse.
fitting.
He walked you
Just
down the street with
fitting,
that.
He definitely did.
Because I never met a skinny
No,
Reggie.
no. There are no skinny Reggie.
Nah, I know a skinny Reginald.
Really?
Yeah.
But not Reggie.
it's
He go by
Reginald.
He go by
Ain't
Reginald. He go by Reginald.
Every time I meet
Reggie.
Every Reg or Reggie, always fat.
Every time I meet a Reggie, I'm like, why's your name that? Like, I don't meet much Reggies, but every time I meet one, I'm like, really, your name Reggie?
What's the youngest Reggie you ever met?
I don't know. I haven't met a lot of young Reggies.
And so like you feel like you're the stopping point.
It's a few Reggies out there. I don't know. Reggie
don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I don't
Miller?
know. Reggie, yeah.
He old.
Bad weed is Reggie too.
Yeah.
Reg.
How did you feel about that?
I didn't get that. I
Like
thought-
when that was a thing, when that started becoming a thing, but hey, hold on.
that's when I was in Philly. I used to try to write
Like,
a joke
that's
about
just
that.
Reggie, like his regular.
But I thought that was just so stupid. Like, cause Reggie Bush was a good player. Why is bad
Whoa,
weed
okay.
Because
called
regular Reggie.
I never liked
Reg.
that. I never liked that. I thought it
Remember
was
he
stupid.
told me stop calling him Reggie. He's like, you mind just call me Reggie? Oh, excuse me.
I didn't say that, did I? You
So
said
the first
Reginald.
episode.
Oh.
I called you Reg. You was like, hey,
Oh, I don't remember that. I'm
go by
sorry.
Reggie.
You're different now.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Yo, some people are just funny. You know, like, all right, when it comes to comedians, I know some people that are great on stage, but when they get off the stage, you try to have a conversation. It's like, I don't get, how do you?
You know what? People do say that, like, because I'm not always. I'm kind of. I've noticed when people say it. Oh, you don't say. Mostly women. You don't say nothing.
He looks at me.
I know.
funny.
I know most. No, but mostly like you'll hear it. You'll be like, you don't come, and it's just like I'm regular, like I'm, like
You're Reggie.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. But people think comics are always on.
But yeah,
No,
they
that's
think
not
you're
always.
working all
That's
the time.
not always. Yes, because I remember when I first started, people would be like, "Oh, tell me a joke right now. You do comedy? Tell me a joke."
Yeah.
Your mother. I don't know what you
I
expect me to
used
say.
to just tell people I was in production. Like for a long time, I didn't tell people I did stand up because it would always like a first date or something. I never used to say it because I never wanted to hear that
You say
or
actor though.
huh.
You can say just actor.
No, before I was acting, I would say I work production just to keep it. Let them know I had a job, and then if I wanted to bring them in comedy or let them know, I would bring them to a show.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool. That was kind of
Yeah,
smooth.
hey, baby, you want
Yeah.
to see something? I do something a little cooler.
Yeah,
Unless
it's
you
like,
bomb.
oh, just come
But
to
what if it's a
unless you
bad?
bomb,
What if
yeah.
I was gonna say what if it's a bash? So are you bringing them to actual shows? Or are you
Oh,
bringing them
bringing
to workouts?
I'm
Like,
bringing them to actual shows. Like
not the Wednesday night show where
no.
Hey, I got a few
those
spots.
Those are workout spots.
Yeah.
I'm bringing to the Friday night, Saturday night packed sold out show.
Gotcha.
Where I know, and you're supposed to, do your
Yeah,
thing.
show up.
they know that you're going to
That-
do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that do it. After
That
do
does it. Yeah. That's cool. Not a Wednesday.
Now where does it happen in relate? When does it happen when dealing with one where they're like, you take everything as for a joke? When does that switch happen?
Yo,
It's
what-
all
what
fun
month?
and games.
What month?
It's all fun and games. They're like, oh, you're so nonchalant, you're so easy, funny going, and then it turns. Then it turns.
Everything always a joke.
Everything is always a joke. Everything is always a joke. And I kind of do believe a lot of stuff is a joke sometimes.
Ain't it though?
It really is.
A lot of stuff that's funny.
Things be funny.
It's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Mac is trying to negotiate.
His voice went high.
because he's trying to negotiate with his real life. That's what's going on right now.
Hey, leave me alone, dog.
Mac can negotiate with his real life right now. Like, it do be funny.
You got in some trouble or something?
Nah, but I'm just saying, man. Shit do be funny, man. Stuff do be funny.
Should be mad funny.
You can always tell when a man is at his wit's end because it's quotes like that. Like, nah, you know.
It do be funny. It do be funny.
Yeah, stuff do be funny.
That's it.
Like
That's it.
most of the time.
So in doing comedy, and like if it's showing too much of how the sausage is made, obviously no. Tell me shut the hell up. But where's the art? Where do you find the art in comedy? Everybody finds the art in what they do in different spaces, right? Like I might find the art in podcasting, the moment where the listener feels like we're just talking to them. Where Mac might feel like it's the conversation we're bringing, or Ryan might feel like, oh no, it's that interpersonal connection that they feel when they see us. Like so, in comedy and stand up, where is the art for you?
I think the art for me is just I can literally go on stage and say anything.
Hell of a power.
I can say literally anything. And it's times where those Wednesday, Tuesday night shows where it's just a workout, but I'm just going up bombing and just saying awful things out loud to just
to feel it out.
That
just
show,
to figure it
that
out,
last show
or
I
it's
seen-
like
that
it's like journaling out loud a little bit.
That last show I seen you at Caroline's, and it was you.
That was a packed crowd though.
No, not that one. The last one I seen you at, not the last show at Caroline's. The last one I seen you at, which was over the summer, and it was you, the guy Shane, and I think he had just like got uncanceled or something like that, and it was you, him, and Che, and y'all were just up there. I'm like, oh, they don't want to work no more. This is how people talk when they don't want to work in entertainment no more. Because they're just saying, they're looking for the worst thing to say.
Yeah, well, when you're in a comedy club, it's like gloves off. Like, especially at the Cellar, they lock your phones up.
Yeah.
At the Cellar, you can't even, they take your Apple Watches off, they lock your phones up. So we free to,
To go
move
off.
how we want. You know what I mean? But it has to be, you can't just, at the Cellar, I can't just stand up there and bomb for 15 minutes.
No.
But you can get shit off and throw shit out. I've heard some very funny, awful things said at the Cellar, but people can't record it. I love that. Like, I love that. I'm in the era of stand-up.
Stays there.
Yeah, I'm in the era of stand-up where phones are locked up. Like, that shit is great.
I love that.
But every club isn't
try.
like that.
So I come.
You said they try?
Yeah, they try.
What do you mean?
They try to take the phone out.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure people sneak their phones in.
I'm sure they do.
I
But
definitely touch my phone. I'm not putting that. I put the girl phone in.
Nah, Dave Chappelle joint. They one
Oh,
time.
yeah, they lock phones
Nah,
up.
one time I got it. I was good. Second time they switched it up, and because they have the pouches where they put your phone in
Yeah.
and lock the joint.
What
So-
about when we was in New Orleans? I ain't gonna say who show it was, but you remember in New Orleans, and they thought they was gonna get our phone.
Oh, I'm a snitch when I see them. I see people with their phone, I go right, yo, he got his phone. I love
But we're not
snitching.
recording. Me and Ryan are recording.
But no,
but we're
the
like,
people
we
that
just
I
got shit
see,
to do.
the people that I see recording, yo, they got their phone. They got their phone. Like, I hate that. Especially when a comic's on stage.
you're putting on the craft.
When comics on stage working out something or saying something awful and it's not going well and people record, yo, they got their phone. Put their phone. Like, I'm a snitch.
I mean, it's
Stop
necessary.
saying I'm a snitch.
Oh,
It's necessary,
I'm a snitch,
though.
bro. I'm a big snitch.
By proxy, but there was something specific on that. Breaking into acting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel right now you're getting typecast, or do you even care? Like, I know sometimes I hear actors or people breaking into acting and like, oh, I don't want to get typecast. I don't want to get typecast, and then like
Yeah.
kind of like.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
They kind of like work themselves out of even getting casted.
Yeah.
What do you?
I think right now I don't care. I think my thing is I just want to work, and acting isn't something that, I mean, yes, it comes with stand up. You see a lot of comedians turn actors, but I really don't. Work is work. Like I'll play any security guard or cop or whatever. I don't really I haven't really thought about that because I just started acting technically, so I'm still learning like mad shit.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Well, like, was acting always kind of like, I guess, a goal? Like, I mean, of course, we just like you said, we see a lot of the great comedians, the Eddie Murphys, et cetera,
Yeah.
who have paraded in both areas. Was that always something that you wanted to do?
I mean, I guess.
Remember, he didn't have no skills.
Huh?
I just let him know you didn't have no skills.
I mean, obviously, he got some skills if he got cast.
Yeah, I mean, I know it comes with it. So, like, I remember this girl was like, "How'd you get your agent?" So it's just this actor. She's like, "I've been acting for such," and I felt bad because I'm like, yeah, I kind of.
Was she white?
She was white.
Shouldn't have felt bad at all.
Mouse.
Huh?
Jesus Christ.
Yo. Can we put a timestamp?
I didn't even say. Oh my God!
Golly.
I didn't even say. Oh my. All right. Okay. Because I'm reinforcing this black man to be confident in him.
No, I mean, it
putting
was
down
more
a
about
white
her being
woman.
an actor and she was doing it for so long. But yeah,
I used to have legit like imposter syndrome because of that.
what?
Like just after doing like The Wire and doing 90210, I would go into these spaces of these kids who were like acting proteges, and they were like,
Oh,
in these
yeah, I definitely
classes
have
and all
that.
of that, and they, I haven't got my agent yet, and
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah,
to,
yeah.
I'm like, dog,
Yeah.
I'm from the hood, dog. I don't even know what to tell you. Like this happened.
I
by
had
the
to
grace
stop
of God.
saying. I kept telling. I was like, when I first started doing, I'm like, man, acting is so easy. Yo, I was like, let me not say that around like actors that dedicated their life, but I'm like, I come from a stand-up background, and then I go to a set. People are, and I see how actors turn into like divas. They're catering to your every single need, and it's almost to a point where when I first started going, I'm like, yo, you don't have to. The coffee's right there. I can
go get it.
And I was like, oh, let me just.
They need something to do.
Yo, bro, they
You can't be. You know how production is. If you're one person in production and you're not moving around, they're like, yo, what?
Yo, they be so nervous, bro. I be
why
feeling
you
so
not,
bad.
Why are you not doing nothing?
But I be like, yo, all you gotta do is go, just say. Tell me what to do. Tell me exactly what you want me to say, how to say it, and then I'll do it and I'll get out of there. And I had this mindset for a while, like, man, this shit is cake. But that's because stand up is so hard.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're literally.
It's you.
Yeah.
You're going up on
there's
that
no
stage.
other actor to save you in the scene. There's no like,
There's
And
none
you
of
are
that.
praying that somebody laughs a lot of the times.
Yeah, stand up is mad hard. So when I started doing that, of course, acting as a stand up, like Insecure, I wanted to hear laughter. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was my first time on a set.
So you're trying to make the people in the
So yeah, I'm like,
on
you
set
saying
laugh.
your lines, everybody quiet. So I kept asking. I was like,
Is it funny?
Is
Like,
it
do y'all
funny?
like this?
Yeah, but all I heard was silence. So I'm in my head. I'm like, yo, I'm bombing right now. Like, but then I had to learn, like, just say your lines. Nobody, if they're laughing, great. If you can hear them, but you're not supposed to hear them. So I had to learn that.
When they laugh, they get in trouble.
Yeah, it's like
Not even that. If they laugh, they probably messing up your take. You got
That's
to
what
do
I'm
it all
saying. Messing
over
up the whole
again.
thing, so they get in trouble for that. It's like,
Oh man, yeah, that take stuff like that.
Take 45.
When it's just on you, bleh, I'll be ready to throw up. That's when it's hard. That's when it's hard. So
How does it feel for both of you two to be a part of like big, huge cultural moments? Obviously in different times, but The Wire, 90210, Shots Fired, like huge, right? Red Tails, huge cultural moments. You, Insecure, out the gate, then boom, Scream, boom. Scream is for us, right? Like that was for like the homies. We seen them in Scream, but like Insecure first out the gate. Abbot Elementary.
Yeah.
That damn Michael Che, like these bits, the Michael Che bits, although it may be like very niche to like those of us that watch HBO Max or that love comedy, some of these bits will live forever.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure.
when it comes
Forever.
to Abbott Elementary, you're already in that zeitgeist of,
That's one of the biggest network television shows that have come out in the last decade.
and you're not just a passerby. Like they're
hey man. Okay.
Oh God!
I get it.
All right, I really hate being friends.
I'm-
If I was a if
I
I
get-
didn't know him and I was a podcaster, he'd be like, it'd be. But because I'm saying, okay, come on.
No. If I didn't know you, I wouldn't even do the podcast.
There he goes.
Shut up.
There
I'm
he goes.
serious.
He's telling the truth.
not for me.
I would do. Appreciate you.
Thanks. He's a good man. He's a good man.
I had to do that, man. I made him so happy.
Because I'm such like an old man when it comes to comedy. Like I like the older stuff. So like that stuff when he does stuff like that, it's like back from like old SNL episodes. Somebody just look at the camera.
It's like the little, it's like, yeah. It's like the from behind you, like, What was that, Borat? When he was like, yeah, let him go.
Or like, you know what's the funniest thing to me on the internet forever?
What?
The Chris Paul joint where he's like walking
when-
by, he's laughing at the guy like,
That's like old school.
tight.
Yeah, that's just funny.
like that's what I like. So when he just did that, he's like, I'll do it for you. I can't breathe. But yes,
so
how does
stupid.
it feel?
I love low hanging fruit like that.
it's
That's my favorite.
I'm 5'8". Don't make me reach for anything.
Wow.
Please.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite fruit.
Mangoes.
Coconuts, hate them.
Too high.
Way too high.
I don't like 'em.
I need apples, oranges.
But it's just plain like funny.
Yes.
Like it's not. I'm not in the point in my comedy career where I'm like. So of course I want to say something, but I'm not like I want to make this point and be like I just want to be funny every time I get on stage, and no matter what the subject is, like talk about fat people, all that, like whatever.
You're a part of the community, so it's also a little
Yeah,
different.
so it's a little different.
How long have you been in comedy so
I thought you were
far?
gonna say how long you been fat. I was gonna lie. I was about to lose it.
Why?
I've been fat all my life. I've been
I was about to lose it.
I've been overweight all my life.
There's never been a point where I've been underweight.
That's why I try to work out. But no, 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow. That's crazy.
When do you get the when do you want the congratulations, right? Somebody says 13 years, you're like, congratulations for what? Right? You're like,
Yeah.
I've only been
He
successful
didn't say
for
that. He
these
didn't
4
say that.
years.
He didn't say that.
No, I was asking him.
He might have said, yo, he's very blessed and happy of everything, all his accolades.
Touche.
You try-
Yeah.
He said 13 years, he has nothing. Like, you ain't, when
No,
are you going to be happy about it?
13 years, but because like I did, so like being on that comedy grind for the first 4 years of my
He
career, I'm not proud of it. Like
He quit.
No, it's
You'd have stood
uh,
up all right. To sit
I
there.
said, man, damn. I said, all right, I gotta make these people laugh again. And I think the other thing that really helped me is because I was always scared of the bomb. I was always scared of it.
I mean, you
ever
can
got
still be
bombed?
scared of the bomb. Like
I never.
So you think that's another reason why you stopped? Because you
Oh, I
thought
went
you
out on
might
top.
bomb?
Well, he had
Oh,
other
my
skills though. He had other like.
And it was stuff. So I always say, which is weird that I've come back to it now. I think that's probably like something bigger than me and Mac talked about before. But at the time, I wasn't willing to be broke for comedy. Right?
Yeah.
When I was going, that's why I like doing it in the churches. I could always charge them.
I always hated doing churches.
Love it.
Oh, I hated
'Cause
doing
I do-
churches.
I-
Why?
Because it's that rules thing. Like you can't do this, you can't do this.
yeah.
Well, see,
and
the
I never
only
was
rule
good
you
at
can't-
that.
The
Like
only rule for me was I just didn't curse.
yeah, so
I
but,
did everything else.
And that's really what it was. I was younger comic, and I didn't like going in. Don't do this. Don't do this. So if I was doing a church and I was bombing, I would just curse, and then I would. All right, well, like
I gotta go, guys.
Like yeah, if I knew I wasn't
That's my
doing,
time.
if I knew I wasn't doing well from jump, I would go, fuck y'all, and then
In the church?
it wasn't necessarily
In the church, but it would be at like a banquet
It would
or
be
something.
like it would be a church crowd. So that
Oh man.
but I could do churches now and not curse. But back then I used to
You'd
just
probably
be
kill a church
I
right
just would be angry like they mean I can't talk about this and talk about and if I was doing bad from jump I would make it go left.
He would crash the car.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like I just wouldn't out. You say, I mean, sure, I quit. But it was just, I didn't,
No,
I didn't want to, I wasn't willing to be broke for it.
yeah, and you had
I'm
other
willing
you
to
had
be broke.
other
I was willing
talents
to be
that
broke
you
for
knew
hosting.
about.
Yeah, it was like I was willing to be broke to host.
Yeah.
I was willing to be broke to be a podcast.
And hosting is fun. What you do is fun.
now.
I mean, yeah, now. Comedy isn't comedy I mean, it has its fun moments. Like you see comics, we literally sit and we don't do it and we just talk shit for 3 to 4 hours every night. And it's literally just that. We're sitting and just talking mad shit, just unfiltered shit of awful things, and we're making each other laugh. But we'll just do that every night.
But your group of comedians are different, right? Like I feel like what I was seeing between like the New York City, the Brooklyn crowd, and the Long Island crowd was a lot of comics trying to perform for other comics. And for that, that was just another reason why I don't want to be around these people.
That's the world.
It's like we can't have this conversation because you're working out a bit.
Well, that happens too. It's like sometimes that happens, but you just call the comic out. Like, did you just work out a joke on me? Like we recognize it. Certain comics you can just
Comedy me.
yeah, some certain comics you can just tell.
Right.
You know what I mean? That do that, but they're not. You know, you just call them out. I've done it. I'm like, yo, should I try that? But I do it with my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody I
People
know.
that you trust.
But
and
they
all that.
still like me. Get out my face.
It's like the rappers. Like when you're a free, like when you're doing battles and stuff, and everybody knows the words to the he and then everybody's like, it's like, yo, we know.
Back in the back.
We heard it
Yeah.
1,000 times, but you have to do that in a way, or else you might not be funny, or
Yeah.
your music might not. Well,
Right.
depending on your friends.
So in these 13 years of you doing this, and I'm sure, I don't know if you had a chance to kind of.
Semi-successful.
You've definitely been successful.
Semi.
in the acting world.
So
No stand
now looking
people think
now
I'm an
looking
actor.
back now, like after over your 13 years, have you seen how much you have? What are some of the things that you've seen that you've grown? How you've grown since you first started?
Definitely stage presence. Just being able to command the stage when I'm up there. And I mean, just community, like knowing how a crowd is. Like if they, because you know immediately within the first minute if this crowd is.
If you're gonna, what kind of crowd you have? In front of you?
Yeah, if they're gonna laugh, you know, you just kind of know as soon as you go up. And just as far as like saying things, like trying things and just being myself on stage. Like I'm trying to be exactly, and I used to struggle with that, where it was like I was always funny off stage, but then you get on stage, you're not as funny. It's not clicking the same. So now I'm learning, and I'm finally starting getting to a place where I'm in Reggie on stage and Reggie off stage are the same, and that's beautiful to me. That's the best part.
I didn't want to. I just wanted to like look deep and then act like
You wearing the X hat? I like that.
look deep. It goes back to the question I was asking both of y'all earlier.
What?
Yeah.
What do you guys, or did you, or do you acknowledge the enormity of the role or the show that you're in when it comes to Insecure, when it comes to Abbott?
That word mess you up?
A little bit.
Enormity? Funny, a big guy being ran a loop for enormity.
He trying to get all his fat jokes out there.
Right now, because he knows he can't do it later. He can't do it later.
Oh, if this was on Twitter, I'd be canceled.
They cancel that? They cancel you for that?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Mouse will be shut down.
Let me tell you, I'm dead ass
Will
when
they
I tell you
cancel
this.
you if you are big to joke about big people?
No, but me,
But,
I'm at it.
wait,
Boy, they
they
tried
were-
to get me out the paint last week
On
over
Twitter?
my opinion on scents. On cologne, they tried to pack me up.
What'd you say?
Oh, hold on. You understand? You
What did you
understand?
do, though?
Hold
On
on.
I know
Twitter?
you did something.
I don't even have a
You're not
Twitter.
innocent.
I didn't do that. I'm going to read y'all the tweet.
Oh, please.
Wait, but on Twitter,
On Twitter, they
you'll
tried to
get
pack me
But
up.
how do you think you get canceled on Twitter? You per se?
Oh, they just bother you. That's what they're doing. They're just
so
bothering
that's what
me.
canceling is. People just yelling at you. And,
That's
much.
not what I'm going to say. I'm not
that's
going to
in a
say
vacuum.
that. I'm not.
It just happens in a vacuum.
Because maybe the meaning has changed. Because I thought canceling meant like
a dub.
you can't do no work.
over.
Yeah.
Oh no. They just make sure that they just make sure that whenever Mouse tweets anything,
That's
out
why I
there-
don't like Twitter.
You don't
though.
like other people. So what happened was I tweeted. So it was like literally New Year's Day, and some girl was like, "Oh, it's the New Year, so I don't want to be smelling no." She said like 3 cents, and I have all 3 cents, and I
and
like
he
them
has
a lot,
and he puts them all in rotation.
and I like them a lot. And I was offended. 'Cause I'm like, I've seen what you've posted. All you post is like body sprays. Like you're a.
So you react.
I
Yes,
reacted.
he did. He
But
reacted.
no, I didn't react to her. I
Okay.
just I was like, hey, when we're talking about scents up here, if you have nothing but Eau de toilettes in your collection, maybe you should sit this one out. They went crazy.
Yeah.
I'd have you know it's just a lower concentrate. Well, thanks a lot, Pee Wee Herman. Didn't ask. Like
Wait, but do you have fun going back and forth?
He does.
So like
Okay,
there was this, so
okay.
I was sitting there and I was taking it. Like I was sitting
Yeah.
there, everybody said what they want because I never react to that. I'm like, it's whatever. Like people were sending it to me. They're like, yo, they're killing you. I'm like, are they really? Because I'm tweeting about rap now, so I don't even.
Yeah,
I'm not even
yeah.
talking about that same thing anymore. And so this one person, I seen this one tweet from this guy, and he was wearing his hoodie, but he had his chain hanging out like his hoodie, like a bib. And I was like,
So is it like this?
And
Did,
so-
it go small?
yeah, it was like this. And so I was like, I was like, first of all, sir,
That ain't-
I've let everybody else say what they're gonna say. But you have your chain on like a bib. There has to be a limit. There has to be a bar on who can say what to
Is
who.
that when it went crazy?
Oh yeah, because then they start roasting him. Then it all turned on him.
Okay.
Oh, this was all on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was,
Okay.
They all
this
turned
was
on
all
him.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
And you be talking to that's why I kind of don't like Twitter because I don't be liking to talk to like random people.
I don't. You control it though. So like, if they're responding to like a tweet that's
You can mute it.
I don't even mute it. I don't even give them that luxury.
scroll.
I just keep. I don't pay no mind. Like when people talk about, oh, I had to turn my phone or had to delete this app off my phone. What?
Yeah.
No app has that much control over my life.
But that's not you. That's just you. Some people just
Yeah, I
don't
was
have
about to
the
say
willpower.
that's just mouse.
Some people are always thinking in their mind like, what are they saying about me? What are they? I gotta see. And it's like,
But it doesn't matter as soon as you log out
to
the app.
you. It
No,
does.
literally. As soon as whatever's happened on Twitter, I don't know because my phone's locked.
Exactly.
And then go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying like it doesn't to me.
I had deleted Twitter right after the. I'm sorry.
He said, "No, go ahead." So, nah.
I don't do. I'm sorry. I'm learning how to do. I don't do much podcast.
No, go ahead.
But I had deleted Twitter. But then
Yeah, so that's dumb. No, just
I'm sorry. I deleted Twitter because of that. Like just well, mostly I deleted Twitter after the Kevin Hart thing at the Oscars.
okay.
Oh yeah.
I deleted it
You
completely.
thought you were that big, huh?
I was just.
Wow.
No.
That was.
That was a good one.
Wow.
Zero weeks later.
No,
Right.
no, I wasn't.
I can't let this be me. Don't you worry.
I just. That's funny.
Oh my
God. Damn.
You gotta take the notes out. Like, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
All right, well, Reggie introducing me out there. I'm like,
my God.
hey, everybody give it up for Reggie Conquest. Thought he was going to have Kevin Hart problems.
I can't let this be me. No, but I was just like, all right, this isn't a place for comedians. Like, because that's what I thought.
I think that's one of the things, and not to every comedian, but a lot of comedians, I think fear is going up there and somebody in the crowd going at them worse than they could go at the comedian. Like in Nutty Professor.
Oh, you mean like at a show?
Like a heckler?
But like a heckler
Have
really,
you ever dealt with a heckler?
but like a
Yeah,
heckler
but
really
not
being
like that.
funny. Like a heckler that's really got the crowd control.
No,
you
I
remember
never
Nutty
did.
Professor when he was
Yeah,
wild?
yeah.
I've never seen that happen in real life, though.
But
Yeah, I've never
that's why
seen
I
that
said,
either, but that's
I
crazy.
think that would be definitely a fear of
I've
mine.
seen somebody posted this recently. It was this one comedian guy. He posted. I forget.
That when they got it on stage?
No.
You see that one?
That was DC.
Was that
The white dude?
DC?
Oh,
Young
no.
Fly?
When DC knocked
Knocked
the dude out? That
No,
was DC.
no, I was talking about there was
DC Young Fly?
Yeah, he knocked the
Somebody
dude
like
out.
ran up on
shit.
stage.
Somebody
and
tried to
stopped.
run up on
Oh,
stage.
yeah,
but
I
he
did
was
see that. Yeah,
And DC
yeah.
the wrong. Like, he's funny, but he's literally like, you know when somebody say from the mud? What's underneath mud? Yeah, that's where DC from.
Yep.
gravel.
Yep.
Gravel.
Yeah.
DC was born, like, you know the roads that grew out the concrete? You know,
There
he's
was
just
no,
like
there
the
was no
concrete
mud
that
over
came
there.
out
It was
the
just
concrete.
gravel. It was all the rocks that just
Yeah.
every time the car go down the street,
Yeah.
the joints
So,
fly.
like,
over.
there's no
I
reason
don't
why
know.
you should think it's okay to run up on stage with him. His knuckles hurt.
Absolutely.
Knuckles hurt. Like, I dab him up and he'd be like, what up, bro? I'm like, God.
He must have been tearing that dude up for him to come on stage too.
yeah.
I'm talking about like roasting him for him to come on stage.
There was one lady. I think a guy was making a joke. Lady got upset. Did you see this joint?
It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, lady got upset and got upset and started and just broke down his whole joint. But he had real good composure. Like he held it down, which was
One thing happened in Philly where the dude was like, he said, "I bet I beat your ass," and my voice cracked. I remember. I was like,
You already won.
I was like, yeah, I bet you won't. It was something I said because I couldn't see him. This was the earlier.
He said I couldn't see it was mad dark.
It was
and it's mad bright on
dark.
stage.
I know
bet you
he
I
was-
beat you.
I know he was big. I know he's a big nigga.
Because you can hear the bellowing
I
of the
can
voice.
hear him.
Yeah.
And he said, "I bet I beat your ass." I went, "I bet you won't." Oh my God, dog. Yo, I was bitching. I do remember when that was a one time in Philly at the Laugh
man.
House. This nigga was ready to beat my ass.
Oh man.
And I think I started talking about his girl.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I bet he won't.
But speaking to what you were saying, Mouse.
The enormity of the.
I
of
don't.
the
I don't
moment.
think I. And you could tell me if you felt it. Well,
No, he can't. He obviously thinks he's Kevin Hart.
No,
Let's
no.
talk to you. Somebody with
Jesus Christ.
somebody.
you.
Somebody with.
I mean, we are from Philly.
That's where all the similarities stop. That's where they cease.
No, but you joined when it was like
At a,
you joined like you were on Insecure when Insecure was insecure.
Yeah.
Right? Like when I was doing The Wire was still very underground. Like it was known, people really liked
season
it.
3.
I was on
into
season 4.
You come into season 4.
So season 3 was probably one of their best years. But still it wasn't getting even close to the acclaim that it was getting now, like afterwards. So when we jumped on, I remember just being a fan of it because me and my mom watched it. That was like one of the only shows that my mom watched that I could sneak and watch on Sundays with her that was adult content, et cetera, et cetera. You know, she'd watch that and then Oz. I'd have to go in the room for Oz.
Yeah.
She'd be on some
You should appreciate her.
I know, I do.
No
When
one-
I went
no-
to watch it,
No one was there
watched
to
Oz.
no one was there to buffer that
nuts.
for me.
it's nuts. It was no pun intended, but it was nuts.
It's very hard for me to see Elliot Stabler as a 20-year veteran on the police force. I'm like, you were not like that on the
That's not
Oz.
what you were definitely not like that in Oz, sir. But when we got on it, it was more of like, I was like, yo, let's just do something. Like I was more happy to be out of school,
Yeah.
able to shoot guns and all of that stuff. Like I was like, yeah,
we
that's
shared
cool.
we shared a lot of similarities.
We did.
Not being in school, shooting guns.
Yep. That
Where
and
was
that's
you
where the
shooting
similarities end.
He's in the military.
Oh shit! You was in the
Yep.
military.
He was.
Okay.
He was.
See,
Sure
but
was.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't think I fully felt what that was. Even 90210 was different though.
Right.
90210 was different because literally as soon as we were cast, before we even shot an episode, there was like a big hoopla about it. Like we were on billboards. We didn't shoot an episode, and they shot our billboard. Like what was going on?
Melrose. Seen it.
It was nuts.
Saw it.
It was like
Right by Staples.
the day I got so crazy.
Damn.
The day I got cast, like literally, I did the audition. Usually for screen tests, if it's out of town, they'll fly you in. You do the screen test. They'll fly you back home. A couple weeks later, they'll let you know if you got it or not. I fly into LA. I do the audition in front of all of the executives of CW. They sit me in a lobby for like an hour. They come out. They're like, "Oh, your car is coming out. We're gonna come get you in a second." Another 45 minutes goes by. Are you hungry? Do you want anything? I was like,
And you're a kid.
I'm 17, 18 years old.
Sheesh.
I'm like, I'm fine. I'm cool. I just want to go to my hotel, probably lay down for a second. They're like, no, the car's coming. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Another hour goes by. I'm like, dog, where is this car? What is going on? Finally, after like 3.5 hours, all of the executives come around the room clapping, like, congratulations, you got the part. I was like, what? They said, now come on, you're late for your photo shoot.
Damn.
That day I got cast, they flew us out to shoot the sizzle reel and the photo shoot.
That's tough.
So there was like a huge hoopla for 90210.
Go ahead, Reggie. Tell me how. Tell me
yeah,
how. Tell me how similar your story is to his.
Yeah, I'm a day player, so. Yeah, I mean, you know,
I'm a
Yeah,
day player.
Reggie was like, I had to delete Twitter. Couldn't risk running into that Matt Wiles treatment.
I was 32.
He was grown.
Yeah, I was like a
You were
grown.
21.
Yeah.
I was grown.
I was just trying to remember my lines. Hey, who y'all making a checkout to? Like it was a whole different experience.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you very much. She's like, get out, nigga. Take your dusty ass back to New York.
But did you once you got the role? Were
No,
you able
it
to?
didn't hit me. It was just work. I was like, oh, I'm getting paid. Like it
Right.
didn't. None of that hit me. None of that even like. It was like, oh, this is cool. How much I'm getting paid? Like you know
I
what I mean?
expected you to be like a prick once when we did that first interview over the phone.
Why would I?
Because it's like people on those shows that enormous, like they typically treat media or interviews as they're doing
I think I told
you the favor.
I wasn't watching Insecure when I got that.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
So I had to like. I
You
mean,
can go back and watch it.
I skimmed it like a book report. Yeah,
Lawrence.
My man took the cliff notes.
yeah.
So there's Lawrence, there's Issa.
Yeah, it
who
was
else?
like-
Who else?
Tall light skinned guy.
I did it just like I used to do my book reports. Read the back of the book, read a couple, like I skimmed it. And I was like, all right, this is what this, so it didn't hit me until later. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So
You're just gonna use all of our curses for this episode.
Well, I appreciate it. Somebody has to get them out.
Somebody gotta get 'em.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Do you view like comedy as this or do you view it having the ability to be this like unifier that people often like speak about, like back in the day with your Sammy Davis Jr.'s, your Dick Gregory's, the like the people that say, we're looking to comedians to say something, or is it right now just kind of there's so many, it's so vast, so many pockets. You got the YouTubers, the Instagrammers, you got the stand-ups, you got the stand-ups that do really smart white rooms, you got the stand-ups that do the really smart black rooms, and then you got the people that do the nigga comedy. Like, do you view it, which way do you view it as? Is it this this thing that has the power to be this great unifier, or is it just something that, is to be done well?
This nigga's question. That was a lot.
Nigga gave him a book report. He just told you. He only read the front and the back of the book, and you just try to give all the pages in between.
That was a lot, bro.
He's
It was a
looking at
lot
you
of
like,
hand.
Man, this is
bro.
this is a question that Kevin Hart would have understood.
Wow.
He probably would have.
Wow.
You need to. I know you probably got his number. You need to.
Yeah,
what
I
are
don't.
you?
I don't. That's why you're here, Reggie.
Ask me again.
Yo,
Trust me, Reggie. If I had Kevin Hart's number,
Hey, baby, I'm from Philly, bro.
I'm from Philly, bro.
Like, come on, man. This is the closest. No.
this is the
No,
closest you're gonna get to Kevin.
baby.
Come on,
Philly,
baby.
What he say? What he say on Dreamgirls? Come on, baby, Marty. It's me, baby.
It's me,
Yo.
baby.
Come on, man.
No, answer my question. That was a really good question.
Do I feel like it's everything?
Do you feel like it has the power to be this great unifier? At this point, is it just something that people do?
Do I feel like I feel all I care about is being funny every time I go up. So if somebody takes something from what I'm saying and nerd it up and break it down and all that, fine. But I don't really go into think or writing a joke trying to. I don't care how it comes out. I want it to be funny. That's it. That's where I'm at with it. Like I don't know.
You're not trying to change the world.
No, I don't think so.
One joke
One
at a
fat
time.
person at a time.
Oh, I said one.
One
joke.
what?
One fat person at a time.
I like what you said. Yeah, one joke at a time. I'm still learning as I go, so I'm not, I'm learning as I go, so I just want to be funny. I want motherfuckers to be like, "Oh, Reg, he's funny."
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about being, "Oh, Reg, he's smart and funny."
Yeah, because that it feels
Man,
like an asterisk.
and me and you have this conversation all the time, and it's like,
I mean, hearing
you
that is
are
cool.
smart and funny.
Okay, but that's your take from it. I think it's just
I don't like what you just did.
Wow.
what?
I don't like what you just did.
What is that?
What I do?
Made me feel like the bad guy for giving him the compliment. That's your interpretation.
I don't know how to take a compliment either. I got to work on that. We talked about that
No,
yesterday.
we didn't talk about anything yesterday.
Yes, we did.
No, we
we
didn't.
talked about taking compliments.
No, you talked about going to therapy, and I was like, loser.
That's another one. Taking compliments, therapy, because he doesn't go, I don't go.
Mouse doesn't believe in it.
Because that's like
I don't go. I'm not gonna say I don't believe in it. I just haven't went
That's
yet.
like admitting defeat.
What?
It is something fun about being a little broken a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay.
You want to know?
Right? You go to therapy?
I'm still looking for a therapist.
Okay.
He's been looking for a therapist since this podcast has been out.
We almost had one. Dr. Ish, we almost had one.
No, I almost had another one that another comedian sent me, and
Any therapist that a comedian sends me, I'm not taking seriously.
I
Why?
took this one serious. Marlon sent him to me. He was like, "Yo, I think he's good." He was going through families. He was like,
Marlon
yo,
Wayans?
I had to move. I had to move out the way. You seen that?
Damn.
Name
You
drop.
No,
know Marlon Wayans?
No, just Marlon. So I call him.
Okay.
Call him M.
Um,
Nah, but he.
Damn.
Nah, I was going through some stuff. He was going through some stuff.
All the,
family
the
stuff.
most famous people I know is sitting here.
And he told me about somebody. I called him. This is why I want to go to a therapist very badly. But this is why I'm not going to a therapist right now, because I called him. And I'm like, yo, he's like, I texted him, he called me, he's like, yeah. I was like, yo, Mom, boom, boom, we talking on the phone. I was like, yo, I need a therapist. He was like, yo, so your insurance, I told him my insurance. He was like, yeah, I don't cover over here. He said, but, I said, so, he's like, but I'll call you on Tuesday and we can work something out.
He just never said what Tuesday.
He
Wow.
could be calling you tomorrow.
He might-
Tuesday.
Nah, he said next Tuesday.
Oh, if he said next Tuesday.
I'll call you next Tuesday, and he ain't never called me.
Next Tuesday never came.
I text him like, yo, what's up?
It's always the next
He
Tuesday.
was just over it.
And for a guy with daddy issues, that's
I was,
rough.
I was
Wow, Mouse. Mouse.
Yo.
What is going
Hey,
on?
hey, listen.
Are
I
you
told
working these bits on
I
me?
told you.
He working
I
bits.
told
You working bits.
my father.
That's what it is.
I comedic job.
My father calls more than enough now at his grown age.
Yeah, they typically always.
My
they
dad called me
always come
today.
back around to be good.
Yep.
My dad called me today talking about generational wealth. I was like, nigga, shut up.
That's actually our fault.
If my dad
Podcast.
called me about generational wealth, I would have said, "Where is it? Like, why didn't it get
What did he
passed
say, Reggie?
out?"
Reggie, what you doing with this money, Reggie?
It's like he just started talking about buying like just random shit. And I was just listening. He's like, "Don't let them take advantage of you." He say them.
Yo, my dad always said, he's like, hey, you need to call Charlamagne and that. Dad, that's not how this works.
Yeah, like they don't have. My dad don't have a clue.
And then my dad's like, you Mac, ain't that your real friend? I said, yes, that's my real friend. Why you ain't been no movies with him? He put me in the movie. He did.
My dad says them and they like DJ Khaled. Like they hating on him. But like that, you don't have a clue, man. I just gotta listen. I just let him talk, but let him get his shit off. But man,
There's no way you could tell an old black dad, especially once you're the son or you're like the kid, you're the successful kid in a creative way.
Oh, man.
Like it's one thing. My dad never. My sister, super successful, came right out of school, got a great job working.
my
with
sisters too.
Yeah, like he does. He never ever tells them like, hey, you need to call HR. But he'll tell me.
Oh, yeah, fast.
Yeah.
Well, how many shows have you hosted?
Is
sir?
it your parents just
My dad.
now your dad just understanding what you do?
Oh no, he's understood from the get go. My mom
okay.
just started to understand what I do,
My-
and I don't even think she really understands what I do as much as she just understands I make a living.
Yeah, my parents just kind of understood. Like before acting, they didn't know what I was in New York doing.
They
I was on stage.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to get on stage. I'm going to go work, and they go like it didn't. They didn't get it.
My mom used to
But
get
I didn't
offended.
share much.
My
Though.
mom used to get offended when I used to be like, "Oh, I'm about to go to work." Oh, that's what you call it.
Yeah,
I'm going to get paid a lot of money to do this for
Yeah.
4 hours.
yeah. That's how I do in stand up. Like, oh, I got work tonight. Like, and I just started saying that because it is work.
That is
It
pretty,
is.
It is pretty funny to say though.
What?
I got to work tonight. You
Yeah.
know, club.
Yeah, people do get annoyed when I say that. But it's
Like if I
work.
text you, be like, "What you doing tonight?" I got work.
I got work.
You got a job?
But no, I automatically think you know what I talk about.
I know. I know.
But when
Yeah.
when I say to other people, they're like, you do comedy. Like they don't even take that as a so
Jesus Christ.
it's messed up. It's tough being like Kevin Hart out here.
I see.
What, black and from Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's- once again,
Man, so hard.
performing at the Cellar. Some people may not understand how important that is.
Greatest thing in the world. I love it.
You are regularly at the Cellar. You are
It's been a dream.
Well, all right, you just answered my question.
No, I'm just saying, just working at that club for me has just
Right.
been because when you start comedy, that's the club you want to be at.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like it's dope. I love it.
When was the first, when was your first set that you did? Like what year, if you remember, or just like around what age or whatever that you were like, oh no, I got it now.
When I decided to move to New York, I heard something Chris Rock said, and he said, "If you're not a stand up if you're not in New York or L.A."
This guy just said he's able to relate to all the greats.
Yeah, and I remember hearing that, You ain't get a laugh.
Yes, I did. Joey laughed.
Fuck.
All
right.
I perform. Listen, one thing about me, baby, I perform to anybody that's gonna laugh.
I'm with that. I like that.
If I get one laugh,
that's all you need.
that's all I
I've been
need.
telling people that.
I will perform.
Yo.
I've been performing for Joey the entire time.
Yo.
The rest of you guys laughing is that's icing on the cake. I got the white guy in the room laughing.
Yo,
Wow.
as a when you and that's a great take.
means I'm
that
getting paid.
when you doing comedy, whenever you get back in because you quit. Whenever you get back in, all you need is one or two laugh. That's all you need is one or two.
I made you laugh today. I made you laugh really good.
You
so.
did. It was good.
I made a comedian laugh.
But no.
Comedian the likes of Kevin
But
Hart.
I'm dumb. So I'm like a dumb blonde. I laugh at you pull out fake dookie. I'm dying.
Okay. All right. This is terrible. This might have to get edited out the episode. Just let me know.
What?
So I was watching that new movie on Peacock. She said, and it's about like the Weinstein stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like one of the people who had like blew the whistle, they got mailed an envelope full of feces. And so when the camera pans in, I burst out laughing. It was just a mere fact that somebody said, "Oh, you wanna talk about what happened to you? I got something for you later. This will shut you up."
Anything with shit, I'm laughing.
Yo, y'all are comedy. I love laughing.
Well, listen,
I think I might do stand no more.
Mac, you got any acting tips?
Acting tip of the day.
Acting tips.
I've been asking for him for 4 years. He won't give me one.
I told me and Mouse are actually going to start working this year. He told me that he wanted to really start working, so I told him I give him some tips.
Yo.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't ask for the same shit.
You can definitely get it too. The same acting classes.
This guy's
You
crazy.
definitely get the same.
Oh, you took acting
I'll go-
classes?
I'll go somewhere
That's what I
else.
need.
It's fine.
Wow. You're not.
No.
even gonna take
hanging out with Marlon.
The way he looked was
Because
like I
it's
don't
like-
want him around.
It really is. I'm yes, absolutely.
You don't want me
All
around.
right.
Very like it's
Mouse,
like,
you want to act?
yeah. I'm really good at everything I do, so I want to take full advantage of it.
I'll say the one thing about acting is the one thing that I can tell anybody about acting is that if you're acting, if you're on a set and you are acting, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to be. It's supposed to be as natural and as real as possible. You're supposed to be putting yourself into this
You gotta
situation.
be in character at home.
Not even in character. I mean, you could do it. I know people who have
Change they
gone crazy when it comes to like
your boy almost lost his mind.
yo, what's his name? Old boy who just played Austin. What's his name? Austin. I don't know. He just
Oh
played
boy,
Elvis.
that played. He because he was in that
It's tough.
he was in Top Gun.
He literally shut himself off from his family for 3 years.
Oh,
to get
yeah, I
himself,
did see that.
to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
himself in the mindset of Elvis.
Elvis takes that much?
I actually watched Elvis. It was good.
He was actually really good.
I've been so scared to watch it because like black people are like, "Don't you watch that? It's
So you
celebrating
listen
a
to
cultural
internet?
appropriator." And I was like,
When I see that, I'll be like, now I want to watch. Now I'm interested.
no, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's Baz Luhrmann. I've definitely watched it. I'm a movie guy. And it's Baz Luhrmann. I love Baz.
"I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna talk about it." It's kind of like I
keep
did
it to
with
yourself.
Yeah, it's not
kind of like I did with Black Adam. Oh, I just said it.
I didn't like Black Adam either.
Me neither, but I didn't want to talk bad about
You
it.
know what? I don't criticize anything anymore. Any show, any movie, nothing.
Oh no, that's my job. I have to. But
Is that
I
the
don't-
right way to go as an
sure.
actor now? Yeah.
I think you like what you like. You like if you.
Boo!
I would say you have make sure that you have a trusted group, because I have a group that like I'll talk to people about film and all of that, just things that I like, things that I don't like, and there's a bunch of joints that people will be going crazy over that I'll be in my group chat like, shit, it wasn't Ralph.
my only thing is
That wasn't Ralph.
Have you ever been to something you like,
That
man,
wasn't
this shit stinks?
Stinks? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you've been in something and you thought it was bad.
There was one joint that I did that I thought was bad, and it never came out. It never came out, and it was one of the most grateful things that I was like, thank God this movie never.
But if it
seen
came
the
out,
light
would
of
you
day.
have cared? Because once it's out,
I was
it's out.
very young, so I don't think I
okay.
probably would have cared as much. But also, I'm super critical of my work.
Oh, so you watch everything?
I watch everything. I watch it.
Maybe that's what I got to do.
I watch it. I'm playing it back like game tapes. Like I'm looking at everything.
At home?
At home. Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't be watching shit.
Yeah, I try to watch as much as I possibly can.
If you want whatever you did on episode 2
Of what?
of the Michael Che show.
But
The
that's
bourbon.
sketch comedy though.
It doesn't. It was,
That's
once
that
again,
was so easy. That
once
was
it-
not easy. Let me stop
you
saying
say
that.
but
That's with my friends. So that shit.
but you had whatever that was. You should tap into that every time because that would.
but it-
that you Che, Mike Britt, everybody was so on point there
Yeah.
that to me it's still the greatest. It's easily the greatest comedy sketch I've ever seen.
But that goes into what I was just saying. Well, both
Yeah.
what you guys are saying goes into what I'm saying. It's about being as natural and as comfortable as you possibly can be.
Yeah,
in a
and on
situation.
that, I'm around a bunch of comics. It's a comic show, so I'm mad comfortable. Now the other sets I've been on, I'm probably not that. I'm just work. I'm quiet.
I'ma hit these lines,
and I'm out. That set, I'm feet up, chilling, laughing. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So it's two different. You know what I mean?
When they were like, when Godfrey with Steve Harvey, he was like, you do drink. He said, he drank too much.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you be drinking.
Yeah, that's just us. You know, that's a real joke. That's,
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that's mad easy. Anything with comics is I love. Yeah.
Is there a hierarchy when you're in the room with these comics? Like if Chappelle's in the room, is everyone kind of like kissing the ring, or is there like
No, because Chappelle. Nah, it's
I was about to say Chappelle seems like a comics comic.
yeah, he is a comics
even
comic.
in that though? Like when people are in the room with Jordan, you're not you're not.
Jordan demands that type of
Yeah, yeah.
Jordan is the type of guy who walks in and is on some like, I'm Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
I was just looking at something with Syph. Syph said that, you know, Cypher sounds. He was like, you know, I've been around Hove my entire life. I've seen Hove grow up. I grew up, whatever. I was working at Tidal early on when they first started. He said, you know, Hove came down the elevator and I just gave him a regular head nod and he kept walking by. He said, and then he stopped and he turned around. He said, nah, son, yo, I'm still Jay-Z, bro. He said, what? He said, no, bro, I'm still Jay-Z. Like, you should get excited when you see me. He's like,
Yeah.
bro, don't do this. We're at work, bro.
Yeah.
We're at our job. He's like, no, I'm still Jay-Z, bro.
Yeah, nah, but he's right though. You don't head not hold. It's crazy.
But I think that's the same thing with Jordan. Jordan demands that attention. I remember going.
you talking about even from the players he played with, or just young players?
200%. He didn't knock
But
out
then
Steve Kerr for no reason.
You're in rare, but people like that, you're in rare air. You're in the presence of rare air. Like it's not the same. So just knowing that, right? Like I've been around certain comedians, but it's like from a comedian to a comedian. If all you guys are in a room, Chappelle, Rock, Kevin Hart's there. Is everyone still acting as is, or is
I
there
think
like,
everyone acting as is. My first time being in those type of rooms or with comics like that, you know, you get a little, oh shit, like what the, but the cellar, they pull up all the, so now it's like normal now. It's like, oh, I gotta go on.
Are
After,
comedians starting to have, are younger comedians starting to have that reaction to you?
nah, because I would be like, yo, what the, stop being weird, bro.
Stop being weird, bro. It's just me and Kevin Hart. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's me, Kev, Spank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Spank. Yeah. Spank. Yeah, you guys just more or less. No, he's more successful.
Spank is the
Spank's still
man.
more successful than you.
Okay.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
trying to think of someone you can identify
Spank
with.
Spank is the man. I've been trying to hang out with Spank my whole career.
Come on
Yeah.
Tuesday. Come to my party.
We'll set that up for you. Don't
Come to
worry
my
about it.
party. If you don't come to my party, Ken,
Where's your party?
I
Here?
told you in LA on the 2nd.
Oh no, I can't go there.
It already passed, actually.
Oh yeah, by now.
Oh, you be with Spank?
By now, it's already.
I just remember one time I asked Spank to go to strip club with him. He's like, nah. I yelled it down the street like, yo, let me go to strip club. He's like, nah, not this time. He just played the shit out of me.
You probably deserved it.
I probably did. I was.
You gotta pull up, man. It's Grammys.
I will. Oh,
Reg,
it's
It
the
was
Grammys?
Grammys.
Yeah, it was the Grammys. It was
Who
for the
you calling?
Grammys. Nobody.
Why are you FaceTiming on the podcast? This guy always just unprofessional.
Yeah, this is Mouse Jones, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mouse Jones calling someone.
Oh, you calling Spank?
I just want to see him play you in real life.
He ain't gonna answer for
Let's
you.
see if he answers.
He's not gonna answer. He's definitely not a first time answer. He's a caller backer.
He's a caller backer.
Yeah, so I figured.
Talked to him earlier.
Oh, so you cooler with Spank?
Yeah, it's my guy.
Call him real quick.
He busy.
All right.
We had
I'll
a
call
conversation.
Spank right now.
Mouse, did you just miss a call?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Wait, where's my
I
phone?
definitely did.
Oh, he called you back?
No, that wasn't him. Unless his nickname is Junk. All right. Well, this has been really.
Man, I'm always happy to come here. It's nice to finally meet you, man.
Nice to finally meet you as well, brother.
Big fan.
I'm
Thank
a
you
big
for
fan of yours as well.
Thank you for the tips, and I'll start watching.
Please. I mean, again, I don't think it's for everybody, because I know a lot of people who can't stomach watching their self. But if this is something that you want to do,
Especially when
study
you're
other
as
people.
fat as me, right?
I think
That was from
if
Mouse.
I was about to say if you
You
are
can only watch him if you got a widescreen TV.
Jesus Christ.
It don't work when you say, I bombed, so you can't say something after me and then try to get a laugh.
Why not? You gotta kick him when you gotta step over the guy that fell.
You're right.
Goodness gracious. No, I think just watching, it, like anything, right? If you're in comedy, it's going to the comedy clubs and watching other comics. If it's acting, it's watching your favorite actors or watching movies. You just got to be in love with it. You got to really fall in love with that stuff.
Yeah, I love watching. What was that we did? After Hours. Love it. Killed it. Did really good.
You did do a really good job. I was very, very proud of you.
Yeah. They all like, everybody went crazy. I was like, oh.
Everybody knew Mouse's joke.
Hell yeah.
Mouse, you should do improv.
I would love to.
I took a class at UCB.
Me too.
I
was
everyone
bad.
Did. Everyone did.
I wasn't great.
Yeah, I wasn't good at it. I'd much rather bomb by myself than make a whole group of people bomb.
Do you think you would do good? Do you think you would do good on Wildin' Out?
No, I auditioned for that, and it was awful.
Yeah? You can't rap?
I can't rap for shit. I remember doing so bad, the guy was like, "Are you high?" I don't even smoke. I was like, "Yes, I'm high as shit."
Yes.
There's multiple times this interview I want to ask you that, but I'm glad to know I'm not the only one.
What?
Reggie, as a close friend of mine, I appreciate you
Thanks for having me,
kicking
man.
with us for the past couple of minutes. Please tell the people where they can find you, how they can support you, what you got going on next, all that good old stuff. If you got any, well, not any tour dates, because obviously this, yeah.
No tour dates, sadly, not yet. February 2nd, me and my good friend Amina Amani.
Oh, so you definitely.
So you can't. That's why I can't come.
What?
Because that's the day of the party.
February 2nd?
Yep.
In LA?
Pick your friend over your career. It's up to you.
Wow.
Damn.
Ryan is a real exec.
Wait, is that really a party?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Black History Month.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
In LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really that black.
My parties are.
Touche.
Black.
What's that?
Touche. Points were made.
Yeah, I haven't partied in LA ever, so I would love to go to that. But February 2nd, me and Amina Amani.
Guess what?
What?
This comes out in March, so it does not matter. Just saying February 2nd. I just remembered that.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
I will
you can
react.
catch
Hold on.
me.
Let me re-ask you. Hold on. Make a note of that. Thanks. All right, I'm going to re-ask you. Reggie, we appreciate you kicking it with us, my brother. Please let the people know anything you got coming up in the month of March or anything you got going on. How could they follow you? How could they continue to support?
Man, what's this, March?
Yep.
Man. March, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit in March, baby. Shoot. March just started. You never know what March got in store. But I'll be at the Comedy Cellar. You can catch me most nights at the legendary Comedy Cellar and shows and clubs all over New York City.
You gonna get me up at the Comedy Cellar?
You got.
Yes, happy March. Huh?
You got a show this week?
You said possibly in March? I said you gonna get me up at the cellar? He said, yeah, possibly in March. It's a piece of crap.
Yeah, I wish I can't.
I know.
Yeah.
I gotta pay my dues.
Yeah, but you doing your thing. You're funny as shit.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Are we done?
No, I was gonna let you keep giving me compliments.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
was-
Get to the people.
When it was, got some acting tips. You had all the acting tips.
It's cool when they do it.
I tell
It's a problem
everyone
when I do
you know,
it.
I hate when he does that. I tell everyone the same thing. You
I'm
know,
taking a picture with Mac too.
if you're all right, he got pretty GEH in here. You should sound that out. As for you guys, sorry you had to sit through this, but guess what? We'll be back for another go round next Monday. Until then, shout out Martell and peace.
Peace.